Hello there again. Adrian here on Thrashing Code, your host for this short little blurb into metal. Today, I'm doing a reaction to the song Drown in Sin by the band Black Sun. This is actually the second video that I've had crop up from them recently, and I reacted to the previous video, which I'll probably put in the details below, so make sure to read the details, and also make sure to read the blog entry review that I do of the song down below. I'll post the link there to the blog where I post a write-up and a link to every song that I actually do a reaction video of here, if you want a little bit more details and insight and information about the songs that I react to. With that, we're going to get right into it and check out Black Sun's Drown in Sin. That little blurb was the creature from the previous video, the demon creature. That very clear, crisp sound there. Where are we going here? Don't mess with me. Nice. Jam space. That's a statement to make these days. Woo! So that reminds me, the last song was Slay the Queen. That one was solid too. Slay the Queen was solid. This one was solid. It's just like solid rock slash thrash metal with like a progressive tightness to it, right? That is like a little tighter than some of the rough edge of thrash metal in general. So a question I have though is, and I'm going to scroll through their stuff here. So the lyrics are in the details. Of course, I have my stuff posted down there too, as I always do, because I want to make sure that you're able to get to the music same as I can. But I'm curious, where in the world is this band from? And the reason I ask is because there's a certain thing, there's a certain element that seems to come with bands from various places. Now, sometimes a band is super theatrical, like Sleep Token or Ghost or Ice Nine Kill or whatever they're called, etc. You know, the bands that dress up and put on a big thing. And sometimes bands are like more focused on, let's say they just do laser stuff or whatever. Like, I know some bands like Queensryche were real into that, doing rock opera and laser shows. And then there's the bands though that are just basically the music and them. You know, you got Metallica, you got Pantera. Black Sun seems kind of like that, right? Like they're just kind of playing the music. And there's not like a huge thing that they do. There's not like a gimmick. It's not a gimmicky band. That's the word I'm thinking of. And I like that. Now, don't get me wrong. I love some Ghost. I love some, Queensryche laser light show theatricalness. I like all that stuff too, but it's a different thing. And I have a unique, specific love and fascination in just the raw, analog, in your face, just the people, just the music type of bands where they're just bringing you the unfiltered stories or the unfiltered truth of themselves or the unfiltered, whatever it is that they're bringing, but it's basically them and the music. And in that sense, also in that same vein, when the band is that way, when it's just them and the music, you can often tell where they come from by how they garb themselves, like the clothes they wear, etc. Because, prime example, Americans kind of slouchy in what they wear when they're comfortable. So, like if you see a band and say, active wear and sweats, probably an American band, right? If you see a band in Adidas tracksuits, probably Slavic origin. If you see a band that's, they're dressed gruff, but they look super stylish, probably like French or Italian, honestly, right? If it's a band that comfortably seems to be wearing in an awkward kind of way leathers and other things, but not quite like motorbike leathers, but just leathers, probably German, right? So there's all these different little unique characteristics, unique cultural elements that bands bring in, like how they dress and how they present themselves, etc. And it's just kind of funny to note that. So I was kind of curious where this band is from, because I feel like they're either from South America somewhere or maybe Southern Europe. And that I feel like I should know this already. I feel like I looked it up last time and I probably was wrong. But let's see here. I'm looking for it. They're followed by Sabaton Official on their Ecuadorian Finnish heavy metal band. Oh, what a combo there. That's pretty badass. So South American, and my other guess was wrong. But yeah, they definitely weren't American. The accent is different, and the stylings were just something that you would never like. It's just not really something that would piece together there. But it seemed like something European, but it also had that little bit of extra other influence that I couldn't piece together, and that makes sense. So Ecuadorian Finnish heavy metal band. Yeah, and their new song is Drown in Sin, which we just watched. That was a good one. So on the note of that song, one of the things I love is when bands are just playing, like when it's just them playing a show, or they're just playing in their practice space, or it's like a natural kind of setting, right? That's one of the things I like to see. When a video is, or even if it's just kind of like an abstract video, that's kind of an interesting thing. But when videos converge around an abstract setting, but something that's trying to tell a story, but doesn't really tell a story, but just kind of alludes to it, or it's in just some type of fantastical thing, and they just like blow up a bunch of shit, and there's fire everywhere, and it's just nonsensical, and none of it makes sense. I don't like those type of videos. They drive me kind of nuts, but whatever, to each their own. I say that a lot, but it's just not what I prefer. I like things that are more either tell the story or just shoot a video with the band playing. Like that's all I want. That's all I want to see. I'm not really, I don't care about these other weird things if they're not an attribute or contribute directly to the song or the intent or something that the band has for the song. Like if it's not around that, then don't give me all this fluff other video crap. But I digress. This video was on point and did something that combined a little bit of weird fluff like that, but threw in that awesome, even if it's fake, that awesome practice space that they were showing, right? It's like this dark, dingy, dystopian looking warehouse space that they're practicing in, which is freaking awesome looking. And it's set up like it's their practice space, and that's where they performed the video, which is just that is like a super awesome combination. Because even though it was hyperbolic in its representation, the practice space was hyperbolic in its representation, it's most likely they do not play in a place like that. A band could. I've literally played in places like that as a practice space. You take what you can get, right? Often bands are the beggars and they can't be choosers thus early in the career. So you practice in some weird ass dingy places sometimes. That video and the place they were playing in just reminds me of so many places that I played, and instantly, I even reacted exactly in the video when this happened, and they showed that, and they show them, picking up their instruments and everything, and then she comes strolling in like a singer would, all awesome, hot, sexy, prima donna like, and just picks up the mic and starts belting it out. Awesome presentation, awesome way to put it together in the video, awesome place for them to be playing. That was flawless. I actually, it's probably one of my more favorite-ish videos of the year so far, just because of that. It's up there. I loved it. And the fact that they are, synchronized in the video, whatever and whatnot, in that space playing, also points to good videography and work by the people putting together the edits, etc. But the way she moved and the camera moved with her during the song to perform, and also put the other musicians in there, I thought was done really well too. So hats off to the videographer and the editors and the blah, 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 et cetera, all the people that worked on that. Good job. Plain and simple. And of course to the band. That's a solid song. I like that song. At this point, like with the last one, I was like, okay, it's another band. I don't know. I can only buy so many records, and I only have so much storage space for them, as you can see behind me. So at some point I run out of space, or I might run out of money or something. But I'm probably gonna pick up their album. I will pick up their album if they cut a vinyl. I'll pick it up. If they have a vinyl, I'm gonna go find it. So that's badass. Loved it. Thanks for putting out good music, y'all. I'm going to check you out and find out your names and stuff and see if you're coming on a tour or something. Maybe I can check you out sometime. On that note, everybody keep thrashing. Hope this was a good one for you. I enjoyed it. Till next time.